Hey y'all, welcome back, and if it's your first time here, welcome back as well. I don't often do this, but I figured I'd start this video with a nice summary for y'all, and that summary is one word long: chaos. Merriam-Webster defines chaos as either a state of utter confusion or a state of things in which chance is supreme. And while that first definition makes sense, the second definition really resonates with me right now because I went to Swampfest this year. For those of you who don't know, Swampfest, on the surface, is a yearly BMX extreme sports event with competitions awarding the people who perform the best trick or best sequence during scheduled events. But there's just so much more than that. This all happens in the small town of Waldo, Florida, just outside of Gainesville where I live. So I decided, no more excuses, I grabbed my film cameras and I headed out the door. What's up, y'all? So today is a big day. I am currently heading out to Waldo, Florida for Swampfest. For those of you who don't know what Swampfest is, it's better to see than to have it explained to you, so just do a quick Google search real quick and I'll wait for you here. You find it? Isn't that shit crazy? They've been doing it for a couple years and it's in Waldo, Florida, which is only about, I don't know, 20 minutes from my house, so it's really insane. Last year, some friends of mine got asked to play, and that was my first real, I had heard of it the year before, but that was my first real, looking into what it is, and I am so sad I didn't make it last year because the videos that I saw were absolutely insane, and I definitely had a huge case of FOMO. So technically it started yesterday, but the actual main Swampfest starts today, runs through tonight, and then goes into tomorrow. I had to work today, have to work tomorrow, but I'm going after work both ways. The real main reason that I am going and that I am photographing, because I'm bringing my film camera as well as my digital camera, because if we're honest, I'm gonna want to take too many photos just for film. So in Waldo, Florida, a town of 700 people, it's crazy to me. There's other bands playing, there's 4 bands playing, but Pig Destroyer is playing. I've been listening to them for so long. Anyways, super excited to be going and shooting the band and shooting the madness that is Swampfest. There is a burn ban in effect this year, which for those of you who know what Swampfest is, that's kind of a bummer, and I'm very interested to see what happens because typically they don't break stuff down and pack it away and move it out. No, they set it all on fire and they just let it burn down. That can't happen this year, so I'm not 100% sure what's gonna happen, but I guess we'll find out together. Anyways, on my way to Swampfest, I got several rolls of film with me. I have Fujifilm 400, I've got a roll of Harman Phoenix 2, this is all 35mm. I've got an expired roll of Kodak Gold 1000 ISO, so I'll probably shoot that at maybe a 400 to give it a couple extra stops of light. And then finally, I've got some black and white film as well that I will probably push for this evening. But I am just so excited. Gonna be shooting with my Canon Rebel G as well as my digital Canon RP. To my loved ones, if you see this video, I had an amazing time. And don't be worried because I have now been cremated. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in Waldo. Driving through Waldo, the beautiful, bustling downtown. Just on the other side of this interchange up here is the motorsports park, so almost there. And here we are. I was out here the other day just taking photos because, like I said, it's insanely close to my house. Oh my God, I've never seen this many people here before. This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy. All right. Welcome to Swampfest, baby. Yeah. Hi.
You parking and leaving?
Parking and leaving,
okay,
yes.
go ahead and go straight.
Thank you. There were just a ton of cars here, plus all the trucks and RVs, since people do camp out over the weekend. This is already exactly what I wanted. We're here. There's motorcycles all around me. I'm pretty close to the front, which is pretty nice. I just need to load up my cameras. So that makes it really nice, and I'm pretty close to the area, so I don't need to bring everything with me. But I'm gonna bring my film camera and my digital camera. One of my film cameras and my digital. I brought my Canon Rebel G and my Canon AE1. I wanted something that I could interchange lenses for with my digital, but in case the batteries die, I mean I do have backup batteries, but in case the batteries die, I do have a manual camera. So I'm just gonna bring 2 rolls of film with me right now. So I'm gonna come back and get more. I'm gonna load this up. We're starting with Phoenix 2. I'm gonna shoot it at 100 ISO, even though it says 200. I found better results that way. So we'll get this Rebel loaded up here. There's so many people in dirt bikes. This is gonna be a fun day. And I'm doing this now so that I can put some sunscreen on as well with my camera bag as well, so I can bring both. And I'll see you guys inside.
The trek to the back of the park was definitely longer than I thought it would be, but that all made sense once I finally saw the main area and how loud and crazy it was. First photo of the day. I saw this ridiculous car all done up with the crazy paint job and bike strapped to the roof. I really love the vivid colors of Phoenix 2, and I knew they would just pop here. I decided to just walk around for a bit to get, my read on the situation, also fire off some more photos. Once again, the colors of Phoenix 2 just coming through clutch. I am so happy this was my first roll here. I also just like this picture because everyone is looking off to the side, telling a bit of story. What are they looking at? Why are they all up there? The entire grounds were just swarming with people, so I wandered up to the stage area to get as much of an aerial view as I could. While I was up there, I was able to snag some cool photos. I really like this first one. The colors are nice, there's tons of details. The action of the bike over the word near, the other kid watching as he stands next to that 2-person bike, and even in the far back, you have more people doing tricks on other ramps. I then heard the announcement of an event starting, so I made my way over to the back of the complex and found a great spot to watch. Getting good action photos of people doing tricks is difficult, more so when only using film. I was really trying to not just shoot a whole roll right here, but I got this one of this scooter guy crushing it that I really like. One thing about Swampfest is people tend to dress provocatively. You'll see a lot of great outfits throughout this video, like this gentleman here, in the silver Speedo only. I then walked over to a different part of the park as they were about to do another competition. One of my favorites from the day. I really love the colors once again, and the composition here with the picture being divided in half is just really pleasing. All that combined with the rider square in the middle just makes this photo. I also really like this photo, loving the people standing on the bar enjoying themselves, and the yellow of the ramp just about swallowing up the entire picture, but you get that neat sliver of blue right at the top. I then found myself next to this ramp as these guys were attempting to do some tricks over it. Another favorite. The sun flare just makes this almost look like a magazine cover to me. If I had used a flash, this could have been a perfect shot. After wandering around a bit more, I found this awesome bowl, just painted in such a cool way. I knew photos over here would be really killer. Top 3 of the trip. I like the shadows of the flag behind me paired with the flags in the middle, the composition with the loop over to the right, leaving room for the people on the left, and the colors are all just working overtime here. I love the waiting expectation of this, just waiting his turn. Also, with the rider being about the only thing above the tree line, it really makes him pop. One of the things I like that Swampfest allows you to do is you can basically stand anywhere to watch the event, including like right next to the ramps. So you just have this wall of people, which is super cool and chaotic. The lighting and angle is what I think makes this photo. The sun was getting lower, so you had this dramatic shadow from the crowd and ramp that I think really adds to the photo. Plus, this to the side composition is relatively unique. The ground was super muddy in this area, which is because, as I later found out, they basically make these fake ponds for the event, and that water just really permeated the area around it. I decided I needed to eat, so I got this small mac and cheese bowl from one of the food trucks. It was quite delicious, but way too much food for it being a, quote, small.
Ran out of film. It's 6:15. I've been here for like just about 2 hours. Already shot through a roll. This place is nuts. Gonna put a roll of Fuji 400 in next as it gets a little dark out. I'm also gonna take my polarizer off, give myself a little bit more light. Thank you, Phoenix, for your job, for your service.
5 flare. Somebody's helmet. 270. I need help with that, bro. What was that?
There we go. We're all loaded up.
Cough it. What's this one?
This shit's white. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I have so much food in my stomach.
There was a little break, so I wandered around and I got a few more random photos. I really like this photo. It is so damn moody and exactly the type of shot I was hoping to snag while here. I wanted to find these personal moments amongst all the chaos, and with the setting sun and water reflection, this photo is just fantastic. About this time, the bands were getting ready to start, so I made my way over to the stage to secure a good spot. This photo makes me laugh. You have this absolutely beautiful golden hour light illuminated that far off funhouse, and then right in the foreground, you have this weird little alien man just booking it. I then looked over behind me, and there's just this crew just absolutely launching water balloons out to the crowd. And then the bands finally started. First up was the band Zero Chill to really get the crowd warmed up. I don't really love any of these shots, but I wanted to share them regardless. Shooting film at shows is just still super hard for me. As you can see, the crowd really started to enjoy themselves here, but it just got more and more chaotic as the night went on. I love this photo. The guy in the middle is actually my friend Hano, and as I was watching the crowd chaos, I noticed him. As you can see, he stood out. This photo is basically a Renaissance painting in my eyes. I didn't see anyone try to start any fires except this one time, and it didn't work, thank God. The burn ban and drought in Florida right now is super serious. Up next was the band Body Box. I got my favorite live band shot of the night with the bassist right here.
Fuck this shit up!
And then was the biggest surprise of the night, Haggis. I didn't know much about them, but they were absolutely fantastic and really had the craziest set. Right at the end, they invited everyone onto the stage, and it got really, really intense for a minute, where I was desperately trying to not be squashed and impaled. And finally was the reason for the season, Pig Destroyer, who just crushed. Such a great band, and was so cool to finally see them live. After the bands ended, I made my way back down into the main area, and it was turning into something from, I don't know, Mad Max. Dirt bikes just flying through the crowds, dirt flying everywhere, people screaming their heads off. I decided this was my cue to leave. I had to work in the morning regardless.
Holy shit. What a fucking night. That was crazy. It's only about 10 p.m. but the band I wanted to see finished up. I shot 2 rolls of film. Wow, I am exhausted. That was nuts. I'm gonna come back out tomorrow and see what they do to dispose of all this. I'm very curious. Since they can't burn it. Only one person tried to start a fire. They lit like a flag on fire, but quickly it got put out. So, yeah, man, that was awesome. Shout out Swampfest, truly. Shout out. Briefly got to meet the guy who runs it, very briefly. That was cool. Also got to meet the manager of Pig Destroyer, super nice. Friend of a friend sort of situation. Really didn't see anyone I knew. Or I didn't really hang out with anyone I knew. Except my new friend Sam. She's a photographer. She does some really wonderful live show photography as well. So, yeah, that was awesome. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow after I get off work and head back this way.
Day 2. Whoa, here we are. Wow.
last night was insane. I mean, you just heard it in the little outro video I recorded for last night, but I've had a whole day to really think about it. And yeah, last night was crazy. You know, it was a little more tame than I thought it would be, but I had a really, really awesome time. Good enough time that I'm absolutely on my way back right now. And, you know, it's a little bit gray out today, so I have some black and white film with me this time. I brought some Kentmere 400 that I might hold on to for later in the day so I can push it to 800 potentially. And so I'm gonna start the day with some XP2, which is a black and white film I've never shot before that you can develop in C41, which is what I have at home and what I would like to develop in. So super stoked to be going back out. I just hope it doesn't rain. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people there that hope it does rain. There are no bands tonight. It's just the BMX and the skateboarding and all that stuff. And typically on night 2, as far as I understand, it's the burn night, but there's no burning today. There's a burn ban. So I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna do here. But yeah, brought my Rebel G as well as my Canon 81 in case those batteries die. And I also have my digital camera because last night it was really nice to be able to continue to shoot even after I ran out of film. So, hell yeah, Swampfest 2026. I'll see y'all there. Finally parked. That only took fucking half an hour. They ran out of room for general admission parking where I parked yesterday, so I had to go in through the security gate, which means they had to check my car. That was fine. Anyways, we're here. Here's the little view. There's a little pond right here. That's kind of nice. I didn't really get much chance to see any of this. Anyways, I'm gonna pack up my stuff. Gonna load up this film real quick, so let's do that. Like I said, gonna be shooting black and white today. It's very gray out, so I don't really want to shoot color. I have that Ilford XP2, Super 400, Super XP2, I don't know how to say it, but never shot this film before. Decided to try it out. Noticed yesterday there were so many film shooters, which was actually super cool. I even got to talk to a guy on stage. I think he was with Pig Destroyer or Haggis, I think, and he was shooting film, so that's super cool. Love to see it just being used in general, like just general everyday stuff, you know what I mean? Anyways, all loaded up, got my ISO correct, camera's loaded up. Let's go back into Swampfest. Take a picture of a green dumpster in black and white. Yeah, that's smart.
It was interesting to see the aftermath of the previous night and all these little places like this graffiti on this tent.
Of course, as I walk up to Swampfest, the sun starts coming out. And I'm wishing I had color, but the black and white will still be nice.
I like this photo a lot. Honestly, black and white was a great choice as it really does cut out a lot of the distractions and you really just see the mini bike and the people. This could be a cool picture. As I walked up, I didn't expect to hear live music today, but there was the unmistakable sound of a live drum set.
I'm going to the big pond.
A favorite of the day. It just feels very powerful with the lighting across his face, and I like how the mic stand almost acts as that privacy bar across his eyes. Very cool.
Hey, this guy's actually good. Give it up for the one talented musician here. Get up here! Get up here! Hey, what's your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy rocks.
Hey, thanks.
The stool is too low, man, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, that was goofy as hell. I just jumped on the drums. I was watching that band play and fucking drummer got off and they threw up the drumsticks. I was like, fuck it, why not? And I just got a big compliment. They were like, wow, that guy could actually play. That was really nice. That was very fun. I want to do that again. All right, let's go take some photos.
Another favorite of the day. I like having the kid off to the one side, just looking out to the rest of the area. You can almost see them contemplating what to do next. I then walked up to watch the competition going on. This one was simple. Whoever was first to ride across the log wins.
All right, the mosquito bike. Try to make it across the log.
This woman was holding up a sign promoting her personal adult website while crossing the log. I hope that worked out for her. This is a favorite from the trip. I love the one guy up on the wall and the basically sea of people below him all looking off to the one side. Really, I think works best in black and white too. And then the final competition of the weekend started. That big ramp coming right out of the funhouse. The center showcase. I got a position on a ramp near enough and just had a blast. So happy I was able to get these photos. This event made my photography brain just elated. Trying to get a relatively unique photo while capturing the moment, and it's all happening super fast. It's not easy. I literally had my video camera in one hand and my film camera in another so I could try and catch this scooter drop with both. I was getting a bit uncomfortable standing on a 3-inch piece of wood, so I walked around until I found another angle.
I had to move. I was on someone else's bike.
This is expired. I'm going to be shooting it 2 stops overexposed because I don't know how old it is. It's ISO 1000, so that means I'm going to be shooting it at 250. Oh yeah, loaded. Color film. I'm glad I was able to use this by the end of the day.
There were no more official events happening, so I just walked around and shot what I could, knowing this film could come out like trash. And wouldn't you know it, I got a few usable images. The more light in a scene, the better it handled. Absolutely a different kind of vibe than any of the other films I shot this weekend. The thing about expired film, and the main reason I like it, is its unpredictability. You just never know what the color shifts or the grain is going to be like, and I think that can be really cool if the photo comes out.
People keep losing their shoes in here. So I'm curious if these girls will watch this guy, maybe.
This guy on top of the hill saw me taking a photo of him, and I just love how it came out.
Well, I think this is the end for me. All the jams are done. They're not doing a burn tonight. They announced that they're going to be doing a burn in a couple weeks when the ban is lifted. So I will be back for that to shoot that, because absolutely I will. And it's going to be a free event. So I'm going to call it early day today, but it's been super fun regardless. Shot 2 more rolls of film. And hell yeah. Fuck yeah, Swampfest. I'll be back next year.
And that was that. The true definition of chaos. A state of things in which chance is supreme. That might as well be the slogan for Swampfest. After reviewing all of my film and digital photos from the weekend, I am just so happy I went. Just some incredible stuff I could have gotten nowhere else. What a great time. And as always, thank you all for watching this video and supporting my photography adventures. Let me know in the comments below if you went to Swampfest, if you were there this year, and what you think about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more film photography adventures like this. And if you enjoyed this video, I'll see you next time.